Ed Dale right now currently in the lead, $3,200. Dan, you're not too far behind at $2,000. Once again, you are watching Fan Fanatics. We'll be right back. What? Back to Fan Fanatics. I am your host, Michael Spillin. We are now in round two. We got Dan Feldman, Ed Dale. Ed with a slight lead in the rankings. We're going to get right to it. The categories have not changed, nor the numeric value for which they represent. Same categories. Dan or Ed, since you are in the lead, you are going to choose first here in round number two.
Let's go TV shows for 100, please.
TV shows for 100. Who is the mentor / tormentor of JD in the TV show Scrubs? Dan.
Dr. Cox.
Dr. Cox is correct. Dan, you are now in control of the board.
TV for 2.
TV for 2. What is Stewie's half-brother's name in the TV show Family Guy, Ed?
Bertram.
Bertram is correct. Dan now, or Ed, sorry, back to you for the board.
TV for 3.
TV for 3. Who does Fez end up with in the TV show That 70s Show, Ed?
Do you want the character name, or it's Mila Kunis, or character?
Character name.
Jackie Burkhart.
Jackie is correct. Ed, please pick another category or stick with the same.
TV for 4, please.
TV for 4. Who are the detectives in the show The X-Files? Ed.
Mulder and Scully.
Mulder and Scully is correct. Ed,
5,
staying with
please.
you. 5. TV shows for 5. What did Dr. Jenner whisper in Rick's ear at the end of season 1 of The Walking Dead? Ten seconds.
Take a stab.
Dan.
I'll kill you.
That is not the correct answer. Dan, Ed, do you have some sort of guess?
See you next season.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is we are all infected. Ed, I'm going to stick with you.
Let's go with Colorado mascots for 1.
Colorado mascots for 1. Name the mascot of Adams State. Ed.
I'll just make a Revenge of the Nerds reference. The Adams.
That is incorrect. Dan, do you have any sort of guess?
No clue.
The correct answer is the Grizzlies. Ed, back to you again.
2, please.
Colorado mascots for 2. Colorado State University of Pueblo. Dan.
Is it the Broncos?
That is incorrect. Ed, do you have any kind of guess? 10 seconds.
No.
The correct answer is Thunderwolves. Ed, staying with you.
Same category for whatever's next.
All right, Colorado College mascots. Name the mascot of Mesa State University. Ten seconds. The correct answer is the Mavericks. Ed, staying with you again.
Let's go to history for 1.
History for 1. In 1803, President Thomas Jefferson bought a large amount of land from the French. What was this event called, Ed?
The Louisiana Purchase.
Louisiana Purchase is correct. Ed, you're still running things.
History for 2.
History for 2. What queen is famous for owning 4 corgis?
For what?
Corgis?
Corgis.
Corgis? Dan.
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth is correct. Dan,
Only
the
queen I
board-
know.
Dan, the board is now yours.
History for 3.
History for 3. The Constitution was written in 1787 by some of our greatest leaders. In what city did they sign the Constitution or write the Constitution, Ed?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is correct. Shifts back to you, Ed.
400, please.
History for 4. Bear with me, this is kind of a long one. In 1587, over 100 men, women, and children established the first English settlement at Roanoke Island. In 1590, the settlers all disappeared, leaving one word carved into a post. What was that word? Ten seconds. Dan.
Freedom.
That is incorrect. Ed, do you have some sort of
No,
guess?
but that's what I was going to guess, too.
I'm a little blurry on the saying it's Croatian.
Yeah, my next guess.
All right, Ed.
500, please.
500. This will wrap up history. What was the name brand of the first mass market personal computer released in 1968? Ed.
Apple.
Apple is incorrect. Dan, do you have a guess?
IBM.
IBM is also incorrect. The correct answer is Hewlett Packard. Ed, you are still in control of the board.
Athlete nicknames for 1, please.
Athlete nicknames for 1. This category did change a little bit. It's not one athlete, it's a group of athletes that make up a collective nickname. Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith made up the what?
I didn't know they had a
And
nickname.
neither did I.
10 seconds. The answer is the triplets. Ed, you are still running the board.
Let's try that again for 2.
All right, athlete nicknames for 2. Name the 3 amigos. Dan.
Mark Jackson, Ricky Natil, and Vance Johnson.
That is correct. Dan, you are now in control.
Nicknames for 3.
Nicknames for 3. Name Michigan's Fab Five. Dan.
Oh. Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard, Chris Webber. I'm blanking on the last 2 that never made it to the NBA. I don't know the last 2.
All right, Dan or Ed, can you complete it?
You said Rose, Weber, Jalen Rose. Jackson?
We'll give you that. Ricky Jackson. One more.
What was that guy's last name?
10 seconds.
Jimmy King.
Jimmy King is correct. Ed, you are now in control.
Nicknames for 4, please.
Nicknames for 4. Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumar, Bill Lambier, Adrian Dantley, Scott Hastings were just few of the what?
The Bad Boys.
That is correct. Detroit Pistons Bad Boys. Dan, the board is now yours.
Let's close it out.
Close it out. Athlete nickname.